Could you productize your service? Could you build a freelance business or an agency that is structured like a product business, not so much as a service business? That's the question I want to tackle in this video. Now, you might think your service is way too unique to be actually productized. And I want to challenge that. I want to spark some thoughts for you today, because having a product, as you'll see in this video, actually allows your agency to scale much bigger and to grow in a more sustainable way. And this is exactly the thought process I want to spark in this video for you. Hey, I am Jan Koch. I run jankoch.co, where I help freelancers and digital agencies grow more profitable businesses, building various income streams, and doing things that we talk about in these videos for Cloudways too. That's why I'm so proud to be a Cloudways maverick. I get to work with the company I love, and I get to serve the audience that I feel most connected with. So productizing your service is a buzzword, right? We've seen it over and over and over again. And there's usually two camps. One of the camps says it's the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm so glad we did productize all our services. And the other camp says, I could never do this. I have a customized service for every project that we take on. We take pride in that, and our customers love it. And today I want to challenge the latter camp to think about whether productizing a service or not would actually be a smart move for your agency. Now let's briefly talk about the pros and the cons for productizing a service. Without having a productized service, you might experience one of these few problems. You might find it hard to scope your projects. You constantly go overtime, projects get delayed. You think that you are rather in a high-paying job than running an actual business and being in control over what's happening in your projects. And you might be feeling like your agency is flying by the seat of your pants, meaning there is no clear direction. There is no control, no projection ability. Whereas if you were selling a product and you were not selling a service, you would have the same scope for every single project you take on, which makes planning and projecting your future revenue, measuring your sales pipeline a lot easier for your business. It also means that you create systems that improve your efficiency and that also elevate the quality of service that you can provide to your customers. Most importantly though, it creates a sellable business. And whether you want to sell your agency or not is not the point of the discussion. If you have a business you could sell, that is an exit option. It doesn't need to be a strategy. But when you listen to Build to Sell, for example, by John Verillo, you have this option in the back of your mind. Maybe it's the best shot at retirement for you to sell your agency at some point. If you have customized services rather than a product that you are selling in your business, you'll have a hard time selling your agency because it is very dependent on you and your team. Whereas if you have a clear process and a productized service, it's much more attractive for investors to actually buy your company. So does your business have the following 4 things in place? Can you collect payments online? Do you have at least 2 clients? Can you deliver predictable results for your clients? And do you have a way of delivering those results? If you nodded your head 4 times, I would argue that you could productize your service. And here's how you would go about that. Firstly, you look at the past projects, you see what went well, what didn't, and you decide what service you want to focus on with productizing. Don't tackle everything at once. Start with one specific type of project that your agency is really good at. Then identify repeatable steps. Map out the project into a process that you can repeat no matter how many clients come in, and that would be the same for any new client. If you have unique steps in this, if you find that at some point in the project you are always customizing for your client, try to standardize those processes. What scope are you customizing in? What is it in that project delivery that needs to be customized? Standardize that as much as possible. And I'm not saying limit your creativity in the project, but standardize the way you deliver the result to your client. Then define standard operating procedures if you don't have them in place already. Make sure that everybody in your team knows how to deliver this process and how to get the results for your clients. And then lastly, this is the important thing, package this entire process as a product and be sure to charge upfront. This is also one lesson that you'll hear John Varilo talk about in the book and that I've seen from my own agency work really, really well. People are used to buying products and paying upfront. Whereas when you deliver a service, you are used to paying after the services have been rendered. Think, for example, the last time you had your windows cleaned at home. The cleaner company came, they cleaned the windows, they rendered the service, and then you paid. Whereas the last product you bought before you actually hold the product in your hands. And this is the exact reason why productizing services is great. It improves the cash flow of your agency drastically, and it improves the customer experience as well. I have a video about customer experience, by the way, that's linked right here so that you can have a look at that and see how you can elevate your customer experience. If you like this content, if you want to learn more about productizing services, scaling your agency, download the agency toolkit that's right below this video. It gives you tons of information on battle-tested strategies and techniques that you can implement in your agency starting today to get better results from your business. Also, let us know in the comments below if you already have productized your service, if you have challenges with that, so that we know what content to create next and what is most helpful for you. Because in the end, Cloudways is running this channel to educate you and to help your agency grow. It's our mission to help you grow so that we can grow together. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.